Good evening. It's your friend, Dr. Lovely. And I just wanted to jump on real quick to give a little bit of inspiration to someone out there. And tonight I wanted to speak to you about broken things. Have you ever had something that was very, very dear to you and that thing broke? Sometimes the thing that breaks, you could take it in for repairs and have it fixed. But other times, things are so badly damaged that there's nothing that you can do about it. It made me think about Humpty Dumpty. You guys all know that childhood nursery rhyme that he sat on a wall and he had a great fall. And all the king's horses and all the king's men, they couldn't put Humpty together again. And when you think about an egg, take a regular egg and a natural. Sometimes you could crack that egg in just the right spot and it'd just crack in half. But other times you could crack that egg and it just crumbles and pieces and shells is all over everything. So I started to imagine them trying to put Humpty back together. Now he fell from a wall, so he must have had some shattered pieces. And no matter how much they tried, they couldn't put them back together. There was too many shattered and broken pieces. And even if they did get some of the pieces together, he would be back up there on that wall looking just like a half put together egg, all broken up, chips and pieces missing. So when I thought about that, it made me think about us. Sometimes we go through things in our lives and some things will break us down. Some things will get to a point where it becomes so badly damaged that you think there's nothing else that I can do. So in that moment, it also made me think back about the nursery rhyme. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. But I thought about something my pastor, Pastor Melvin Taylor of New Life Church, said one Sunday, is why didn't they take Humpty to the king? And I began to think about that in the natural. Sometimes things could be so broken and so shattered in our lives, and we'll try everything in our own power to fix it. We'll even call on our friends, family members, and they do the best that they can to try to fix it or to try to help you put it back together. But did we ever consider that this thing is so badly damaged that it's going to take more than my power? It's going to take more than my family and my friends. But it's going to take somebody who knows how to fix this, to fix it. And not just in the spiritual, because God is a very present help in the day of trouble. And even those things, he may not fix. Some stuff just have to be replaced. So just in replacing those things, it does not necessarily mean that you don't care, you're giving up. But again, some stuff could just be so badly damaged that you can't put it back together. But it doesn't mean that life is over. It doesn't mean that you are over. Replacing something, yes, means taking the place of. See, because how God works is some things that may have been so badly damaged that meant you no good. It might be some things that had to happen to get you to a place of fragileness. It's so fragile that you had to depend on him. And now that you do, he wants to replace what broke you, what hurt you, and what completely sideswiped you with something better. And when we say something better, that doesn't always mean a person or something materialistic. Another part of replacement is also putting things back in its previous place or position. So therefore, we may need restoration within ourselves. Before we start thinking about replacing somebody or something, we need to think about the previous place or position of ourselves. And see, that's a place where we have to mentally and physically take an inventory and say, where am I? What is it that I need? What kind of help that I need? I've tried my family. I've tried my friends. I tried it on my own. So now I got to take this to the King. I have to go higher. I have to really get help with what it is that has broken and has me this fragile. I've been wearing a mask. I've been pretending that it's okay, but it's not okay. And you know one thing that is okay? To say that you need help. To say that you're not all right. To say that, you know what? I need to go higher to get myself back in the position that I used to be. I was once happy. I was once thriving. I was once energetic. But because I tried to put together that broken thing, pieces that were too fragile to repair have left me broken and oozing out pain. So therefore, if you need help, even if it's spiritually or physically, mentally, you have to do what you have to do. So sometimes you might need counseling. And see, our people, sometimes we neglect counseling. We feel like we too cool, we too hard on. I don't need to talk to nobody. But you know what? Sometimes we do. Sometimes you need to air it all out. And hearing yourself say it to somebody else, you can be like, wow, I never realized that that's how I felt or what I was going through. We can't always be strong all the time. We try to be. But in reality, sometimes we get weak and we need somebody. But when we are weak, we're really strong. When you can stand up and say, you know what? I need to take this to the King. I need help. I need to go to somebody else to be able to try to help me so that I can get better. So I just want to encourage you. Those broken things and those broken areas and those fragile things in your life, take it to the King. Be blessed.